Good morning, students. I hope you're all doing good. Today, we'll be starting with the new topic in tenses. Second topic in tenses is past tense. What do we understand by the word past? Past means anything that has happened in the history or anything that has happened yesterday or the days before. So, under the four types of past tenses, four forms of past tenses, we will see that how sentences are framed depending on the type of a past tense. Let's take a look at the four forms of past tenses. We are now looking at the four forms of past tenses. The first one being simple past tense. Then we'll go on to past continuous tense. And the third form of past tense is past perfect tense. And again, the last form of past tense will be past perfect continuous tense. Today, we'll focus mainly on simple past tense, also called as past simple tense. Do you remember, children, when we learnt present tenses, we learnt the three types of sentences under simple present tense and the other forms of present tenses. Similarly, today in past tense also, we are going to focus on the three types of sentences and we'll learn how to use the past simple tense in under these three categories of sentences. So, the three types of sentences that we are going to focus under past simple tense will be assertive or positive sentences, negative sentence, and interrogative sentence. Before we move further, once again I would like to remind you that the main thing that we are going to use under any tense is a verb, a base verb, an action word. And I would like to remind you that we have two types of verbs. One is regular verb and the other one is irregular verb. I'm sure that you all remember what are regular and irregular verbs. So without going deep into that, let's move on to the topic. Like you already know, here are some examples of regular verbs where we just add ed to the existing base verb. For example, the verb play becomes played, played, when we take it into simple past tense. We also call the base verbs taken into past tense as V2 form of verb, where we just add ed to the existing verb. And some other examples given here are play becoming played, work becoming worked, stay becomes stayed, and listen becomes listened. When we talk about some irregular verbs, we know that the irregular verbs are those action words wherein the main difference in its past form is the change of vowel and its sounds. For example, sit becomes sat in case of simple past tense. Similarly, some words given here are speak becomes spoke, eat becomes ate, see becomes saw, fly becomes flew, and think becomes thought. If you want a recap of all the verbs, all the irregular verbs, you have to just go through the verb sheet that you have done in your previous class. Let's now look at the structure of constructing a sentence in past tense under the three categories of sentences. What is the formula that we follow for making a sentence? We need a subject, we need a verb, and we need an object for completing the sentence. So here the subject, verb, and the object are going to interchange their places so that you can write them in three different categories as a positive sentence, a negative sentence, or an interrogative sentence. So in case of a positive sentence, we write the subject first and then we add the verb in the past form. We use V2 form of verb to show that the sentence is in the past form, and then if needed or as per the requirement of the sentence, we will go on adding an object. In case of a negative sentence, we are going to start with the subject and we have to show that the sentence is negative by adding not. And because the sentence is going to be in the past tense, we have to use the helping verb did. So, for example, we can say, I did not eat anything. So, I is the subject. Did not shows that the sentence is in negative form. Eat is your base verb here. We have to remember that in case of a negative sentence, we will keep the verb as it is. The verb will stay in V1 form. Let's go to the interrogative sentence. Here we have to ask a question. So always when we have to ask a question, we have to start with a questioning verb. Questioning word. Here in case of the interrogative sentence, we have to start with the past form of a helping verb. So what we can say, did plus subject. It can be you, he or she, and then add a verb to it. So again here in the case of interrogative sentence, your verb will be in the base form. So it will be did you eat, as simple as a sentence for example. Let us look at some uses that are given here. The past simple is used to describe a finished event or finished events in the past. It is used to describe past habits or states. For example, Susan went into the station and bought a ticket. Here, went and bought, we have two activities that has taken place. One is she had gone there and she also purchased a ticket. So we have two verbs in this sentence, and you will notice that both these words are in their simple past form. The second example shows, I always got up at 6 in those days. It is a habit which is mentioned by a person. So he says that his routine is to wake up at 6 o'clock every day. So he says, I always got up at 6 in those days. Because he's talking about the past, he has used the verb as got up. I lived in Austria for several years. This is a situation what he's talking about which happened in the past. He had been living in Australia for several years. But when we say he has been living, we mean that it is still happening in the present. So consciously it is told that I lived in Austria for several years. So are these examples giving you an idea of how to use the verbs in simple past tense in three categories of sentences? Here we are looking at a small example of sentences under the three categories: positive, negative and interrogative sentences. Go through these three examples and then we'll move on with your exercise for today. That's all today, children. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, children. I'll see you tomorrow with another exercise. Bye.